We should get third up in here.
I know, man. I think we might be able to get third in here here in a minute. I think he might get off work here in like 20 or 30 minutes.
Yeah, he's better at the boxing talk. I'm kind of a casual,
Well, yeah.
surprisingly.
So like this is going to be more. So our first topic I was going to talk about. So you know who Stephen Fulton is, right?
Yeah.
So you know the fight was canceled over weight, and you're a fighter, and I want you
Hmm.
to like I want your take on this because I was at a fight in Vegas with Khalil Coe and Jesse Hart. Khalil Coe came in 8 pounds overweight. Fulton came
Damn.
in 6.5 pounds overweight. As a fighter, I want to know, like, what do you think about that? Like, I know that you're fighting at a heavier weight class, which I think you're going to fight at cruiser, right? Is that your goal?
Yeah, 198.
Right. So if someone comes in at 200 205, 206 pounds, 204 pounds, what's your mindset? I mean, are you still taking the fight, or like, what are we doing here? Because you like let's just say that you made the weight, you held up your end of the contract, and now there's a guy that's clearly trying to get either an advantage over you, or number two, he's out of shape. So what is your position on that?
It just shows me that he's like undisciplined and he doesn't really take it serious. And if the fight gets canceled, that's like bad for everyone because
I mean,
boxers fight like a couple months. Like they don't fight very often, and that's like their paycheck. That's how they live off of. So that like sucks for both ends.
yeah, I mean, like, I guess at the heavier weights it kind of, but like still, yeah, you're sitting across from the guy, and Liam Wilson, the guy he was fighting, is super pissed, as I think they should be. I mean, because they want the fight still to happen. Like Fulton was like, "Oh yeah, we'll just make the fight happen." Yeah, but like to me, if it were me personally, and I don't know your stance on it, but I'm not doing it. Like, and I get it. Some people aren't in the position either, money wise. Like they may feel like that they have to take the fight. This may be the biggest
Yeah,
fight that that Liam Wilson might ever get, and I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know how you do this as a professional. I don't know how
yeah,
you come in this big, and like I knew he was going to come in heavy because he missed weight the last time too. He missed weight coming up into a new weight class. He never even fought there before, and he missed weight coming up the last fight too. And that's when I bet on Fulton last fight, and I knew I shouldn't have. But he's got enough skills. I thought he could maybe get past shock, but that was not the move.
mm-mm. But no, I get what you mean. The fight is definitely more riskier because the weight difference. But I feel like it's depending on how big the fighter is, and because a lot of fighters be like, "Oh, I'm not doing this for the payday," but like, come on,
There's
everyone
only
likes some good
yeah,
money.
there's only a select few. When you already have the money, I think it's easier to say that you're doing it for glory, because then you already
Yeah,
have the money. You're already in that position. Like you hardly find any fighters that. Well, I mean, there's no fighter that goes out there and just fights for free. And the way that the boxing culture is now and everything, like if you take a loss, you're looked at as a bum, which I think is ridiculous.
yeah,
So I mean, you want the playing field to be even, whether it be a weight thing, whether it be steroids. I mean, it's kind of the same thing a little bit. I'm not going to say it's to the degree of like a steroid thing, but your opponent would be coming in with a clear advantage over you, and like there's no penalty for it.
mm-mm.
Like when I was at the Khalil Coe and Jesse Hart fight, the 8 pound thing, he came in 8 pounds overweight, and all that was taken away from him is he couldn't have won the interim title he was fighting for. So the fight still happened, and Coe won, even though I thought he robbed Hart. And it's just one of
Mm.
the like I mean, there has to be a penalty.
Yeah, I agree. There should be. It's stupid.
I mean, but what do you think a fair penalty is in something like this? I mean, you could do like the Ryan Garcia thing. Ryan Garcia came in 4.2 pounds overweight against Devin Haney. I think it was 4.2 pounds, and then him and Devin basically just negotiated that he would pay him like it was like $100,000 per pound or something like that.
Yeah, I feel like that's a reasonable penalty, but there's still the advantage he has. I don't know what to do about that part.
Well, the fighter that didn't make weight, or I mean, the fighter that did make weight is in the driver's seat at that point. If they agree to anything at that point, it's on them. If you agree to it and you still lost, like Haney did, even though the roids and everything like that, like he still agreed to it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't really know what my stance is on this. Like, I mean, a fair penalty. I feel like I think it should be you have to move up a weight class.
That's a big one.
That is a big one, especially like when you start getting in the higher weight classes and everything. But it would incentivize people to actually make weight. You know?
Oh yeah, you're right. You mean like a penalty in general, not just for that one fight.
Yeah. I mean,
I,
especially if you've missed weight multiple times in your career, like some of these guys have. I mean, some people just don't care because, like I said, there's no penalty.
yeah, no, that's bullshit.
There's got to be a fair penalty in this. Uh, yeah, that fight's off. Jamel Charlo got his visa denied, so he's not
I
fighting.
saw that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and Fulton was having visa issues originally also, and went all the way over there and everything, and now that fight's not. So then you have the co-main, and then the one that was right below the co-main. So two main card events that are off. So the Aussies are pissed, like 100% are pissed.
Yeah.
Um, that being said, what do you think about this Errol Spence and Tim Tszyu fight?
Oh, I feel like that's gonna be an interesting one. If Spence can come back from that Crawford fight, that would be amazing to see. But I'm kind of leaning towards Spence. If I'm not gonna lie.
That's how I am because here's the thing: at the end of the day, Errol Spence fought probably like I don't even know if it's if it's arguable at this point. Bud Crawford's probably the best fighter of the generation,
Yeah,
and you go in and I picked Errol to win the fight
me
originally,
too.
and I just thought his output would be too much for Bud, but Bud shut my mouth, and I'm fine with fighters doing that. But the thing is, Errol lost to the best fighter of the entire generation, like I'm getting at, and we're going off of that saying he's not going to beat someone like Tim Tszyu.
Yeah,
Tim's had a hard road, man, especially for who he is. He came, he was the son of Costa Tszyu, uh, and usually these fighters where their dads were really good pro fighters, they have an easy road, coming up. They get decisions they probably shouldn't have. But Tim's kind of like went into the fire. Like he fought a Fundora that nobody wanted to fight, gave him a tough ass fight. Then he goes
hmm
and fights Bakram Murtazaliev, who no one wanted to fight, and gets the shit beat out of him. And then loses to Fundora again. And really, I don't think Tim's looked good the last couple of fights.
yeah, no, he hasn't.
So really, we're just saying like, hey, do we think that Errol, with this layoff, like I mean, it's not like he's going to be a completely different fighter in my eyes. I mean, he didn't even look that bad to me against Bud. It's just Bud's that good.
No, yeah, Bud's he's something else, dude. Especially being a switch hitter and still being that good. That's like impressive.
Yeah, no, I mean it's Bud. Bud definitely proved himself that night, and like Errol's always had a really good gas tank. Some people are worried he's not in shape. They said he looks slow. I'm not seeing that in all the footage I've seen.
Yeah, he looks pretty good.
And what's weird is though, I don't know how much you keep up with betting odds or anything like that. I think you bet a little bit, right?
Not on boxing because I'm not old enough to bet on apps like that. I only use Price Picks.
Right, you're 19 or 20.
19.
Nine. Okay, yeah. So what's weird about this fight is not being posted on any betting apps or anything like that.
Hmm.
So it's almost like they don't even know either. Like it's too much of a risk for them to even put it because like this is being looked at as a 50-50 fight. But if Errol even looks 75% of what he was, I think this is a layup. Like this 3-4 years ago wouldn't have even been a question who would have won this fight.
Yeah.
And now we're just like, oh yeah, Errol got his ass kicked by Bud, so automatically Tim Tszyu. wins his
Yeah,
fight. I don't see that. And Tim's got his ass kicked in multiple fights. Like I mean, against people, the Fundora. I mean, you can say what you want about Fundora. I don't know what your whole opinion is on Fundora. I think he's a little overrated. I think he's a good fighter. I think he's got a lot of skill, natural gifts and everything. With the range, he's finally started to figure out his range.
yeah, he's just like a supersized fighter with like, I don't want to call him mediocre, but he's good, but he's just super tall. That's what makes it tricky.
Well, that's what it is. And like at the end of the day, too, if Sebastian Fundora is even like 6 foot tall, like I mean, what type of fighter is Fundora? We probably wouldn't know who Fundora is, and that's not taking anything away from him because you got to use what you got. But like, also, I mean, should Fundora really be fighting at 154 pounds?
No.
I mean, that's what I'm getting at. I mean, he can make the weight though, so you got to do. I mean, there's no bitching about it at the end of the day. But I mean, we really need to get this Fundora. Fundora's either going to fight Virgil or he's going to fight Boots or he's going to fight Josh Kelly, somebody that's a champion. We can't keep having him fight people that he's got to clear one up on.
Yeah.
Did you see the Tyson Fury fight today, the charity fight in Thailand?
No, I didn't, but I saw that Tyson won.
It was a joke.
It
Like,
was.
oh yeah, it was clearly like they had kind of just organized it to make some money, for charity or whatever, and they went the distance, and it was, bro. Fury's went so far down for me the last couple of years as far as like what I thought of him 5, 6 years ago.
Yeah, it was. I don't know about that guy, dude.
Because like I always said that I thought Fury, would give pretty much any heavyweight in history at least some trouble. I'm not saying that he would beat a lot of the legends and everything like that, but he would give them trouble just over how big he is. He's massive,
Yeah.
and with Usyk, I think Usyk I think he kind of killed that whole theory though, because Usyk's not even a real heavyweight.
Mm-mm.
He's a cruiserweight, like what you're fighting at.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's not even like. Are we just so like your opinion on this? Are we in another weak era of heavyweights? Was the last two era of heavyweights weak, or is it just we're just looking at how great that it used to be, like in the Foreman days and everything? Because you fight these people that are around this size.
Yeah. If I'm being honest, I don't. I go to a lot of good gyms, a lot of popular ones for like sparring and all that. I never find anyone my size or like bigger than me. And if I do, they're just like some fat, like they're just fat. Like I don't know. There's no like real up and coming heavyweights from like in my area at least. But
Even in the
from
U.S.,
pros, it's kind of the same thing. They're just like
yeah,
fat.
it's always been the thing. Like they've always been looking for the next great American heavyweight. Really, since like your Tyson days and everything like that, they've been looking for one, and they haven't really found one since then.
Yeah, no, Richard Torres is trying to be that, but he is not going to be able to do that.
But I don't think Torres is bad. You know, I'm not him and Jared Anderson. Like I don't think they're bad fighters by any means. They're just not. They're not what They're not what they're looking for. They're just not
Yeah.
that type of level of fighter to where they're you know gonna go and dominate the heavyweight division. But that being said, it's looking like that this is a weak era of heavyweights anyway. At least the last two. I mean, like the Klitschko era was atrocious for heavyweights. And in this era, like it looks good at times. You have your Wilders and your Furies and your Dubois and everything like that, but like it's not really like when you get outside of the top eight, you're just like, there's nobody here. And when they've already fought people, like I mean, Usyk's beat everybody in his era pretty much at heavyweight multiple times, and he's not even a real heavyweight. So I mean, like that's got me questioning: is it even better than the Klitschko era?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess time will tell. And I think we've got some promising heavyweights coming up too. I mean, you got your Moses Atamas. You've got some people that believe in like your Leo Watangs. Or no, sorry, Leo Tang's a light heavyweight. Is he a light
Hmm.
heavyweight? I don't know why I'm tripping right now. But yeah, like I think Richard Torres be bad. I mean, Frank Sanchez is an animal, man. We already
Dude,
know he's
he's
an
freaking
animal.
huge.
And your Jared Andersons too, like Jared Anderson fighting a Martin McCauley who no one wanted to fight. That's a big ass dude.
Yeah, that fight was brutal. I remember
Yeah,
watching that.
I don't know. Is there any ones that I'm not thinking of that you think have a really good shot at being a worldwide great heavyweight?
The heavyweight division isn't too interesting for me. I don't really watch it that much, so I wouldn't
Yeah,
know.
you just seen the king of the heavyweight division have a little bit of trouble with a kickboxer,
Yeah, that pissed me off.
which there's a lot of people think that fight was rigged. Also, good possibility actually, but
Hmm.
it made Usyk's whole aura and everything just go down for me. I mean that one right there, and then now he's vacated the belts. You have and now you have your Cabiels and everything that are going to compete. I mean, I think it's entertaining. That's the thing. Like, I think the heavyweight division's always going to be entertaining because you have so much knockout power and like it's competitive because like anybody could go to sleep at any time.
Yeah,
But I don't know. Uh,
yeah.
let's see. So you got your Zuffa card coming up. I'm going to be live streaming that. By the way, I'm going to try my best to do a watch along with that. If y'all wanted to get in on that, but we got Berlanga versus Stephen Butler. I don't know how much you kept up with that.
No, I know Berlanga though. I don't like Berlanga.
That's the thing too. Like, so a little bit of background on it. They can both crack. They, say what you want about Berlanga. I think he's got some power.
Yeah,
Um, and like really, I think at the end of the day, people just don't like Berlanga. I don't think Berlanga's like a top 168 guy, but I don't think he's as bad as some people act like he is. I mean, his only two losses are to Canelo and Hamza Shiraz. I mean, those aren't bad losses at the end of the day. It's kind of how it happened with Shiraz, though, that makes it a bad loss.
yeah. I'm not saying he's bad. It's just I don't. He's a little too like loudmouth for me.
Yeah, I mean, that's also how he sells fights, though, at the end of the day, too. You have to think that a lot of these guys seem like they're playing a character, too. And, like,
Yeah.
I was going to ask you about that. You're going to be a fighter here soon and everything. Like, I mean, how does that? I mean, are you just going to be 100%? Like let's say you're 100% yourself and you're not selling fights. I mean, are you willing to play a character for the money?
Honestly, yeah, but I don't know. I can't say what I want to say in front of everyone. I'm
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
gonna get murdered.
Or get banned.
Both,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Um.
I'll make it
We've also
interesting.
yeah. So we've also got Richardson Hitchens fighting on the co-main. What's your opinion on Richardson Hitchens?
I feel like he's a really promising up and coming fighter. I'm excited to see him fight.
So, do you know anything about the Salas guy he's fighting?
No.
Salas is a pressure guy. He's gonna be one of the dude. He can crack. He's dangerous. He's dangerous, and I
Hmm.
feel like a lot of people are kind of writing him off. I'm not the biggest Richardson Hitchens guy. I think he's got skills. Oh, my mic is low. Can you hear me good?
Yeah, I hear you perfectly fine.
Let me check my mic level real quick. Somebody said bye. Just let me know if it's too low, too easy. Uh, so yeah, this Salas guy can crack, And Richardson Hitchens, I don't know if you've seen his fight with Gustavo Lemos, but he struggled heavily when someone will not get off of him. Richardson Hitchens is one of those guys that I think that if a fight's going his way 100%, how he wants it to, he's fine. Like he's going to look great. But the problem is, I think that Richardson Hitchens, I've not seen him adapt and overcome yet. He's had like nearly no adversity, and when he did, I mean, he almost lost to Lemos. He arguably lost to Gustavo Lemos, who Keyshawn Davis put out in 2 rounds.
Hmm.
So I have to see Richardson Hitchens against a top level guy that's crafty, that has the pressure and everything like that. And really, there's fights at that weight for Hitchens that I think he can outbox certain guys at the top. But we just don't know. It's like, no, dude, nobody fights anybody. Like
Mm-mm.
as as big of a name as Richardson Hitchens has become. I mean, I know he's not like a world level or like a worldwide no name, but I mean, it's obvious that they've put a lot of money and time into this guy and everything, and like he's not really fought anybody. I mean, he beat a George Kambosos, but George Kambosos is already. I mean, like he's already got multiple losses on his record. He's only really known for beating Teofimo Lopez,
Yeah.
and he's been getting starched. Like I mean, he got beat by Loma. He's been getting beat by a lot of guys, and that's Rich. Well, he beat Paro. He beat Paro, but Liam Paro to me is not even like a high level world title guy. Like I mean, he's there, but he's like one of the lower ranked ones to me.
Hmm.
Another announcement. I think you've seen this too. You've seen Devin Haney and Keyshawn Davis is on, right?
It's like for sure.
Well, they said that it's been ordered mandatory and everything. I mean, I don't see why Devin wouldn't take this fight. It seems I don't know of him ever never like I don't think he's ever vacated belts or anything like that, and I don't think he would in this instance because I mean it is a big money fight.
Mm. I wouldn't be surprised if he wouldn't, if he would try and find a way out of it. But that would be a good fight.
So what is your opinion on Haney?
He's good. He works as much as I don't like him.
Mm-hmm.
Like for, I know his dad did the whole suing thing, but he's a hard worker. Like from what I see, he's a really hard worker.
Yeah,
He trains crazy from all the clips I see of him. He trains like a Super Saiyan, dude. He has all this crazy equipment.
yeah. No, I mean, you can think of what you want about Haney as far as like all the stuff that's went on around his career and everything like that, but like you can take away two things from Haney. I think you can say that he don't duck no smoke. I mean, obviously, dude. I mean, he's took some tough ass fights at his age and everything. And the Ryan Garcia thing, I'd like to see it again. To be honest with you, I
Me
think
too.
that fight I think that's really the fight to make at the end of the day. Because there's been, and I don't want to make any claims or anything like that. I mean, like so what do you think about? Do you think that Ryan is at fault for cheating, or do you think that Devin Haney's being a little bitch?
I think Haney's being a little bitch because they found a billionth of a gram. We've been over this so many times in the group chat.
Mm-hmm.
It was a billionth of a gram, and that is not nearly enough to even show any kind of signs of like enhancements, like physically.
So here's the counter argument I have on this. I'm not saying you're wrong, but the counter argument I have is when you look at the when you look at when everything was added up and everything like that. So he failed for like point six nanograms or something like that. I don't know if I have the number right, but I know the level and everything. So when you look at it, you can only have like point zero 0.01 nanograms in your system per uh, milliliter of blood, right? So they did a blood test on him, I guess.
Hmm.
Could be blood, could be urine. I don't remember what it was. I think it was blood though. Ryan failed 60 times over the limit. It may not seem like a lot because they said they had it as nanograms, but it's 60 times over the limit. And a lot of people don't know that because they didn't read into it and everything. And I'm not blaming people for that because they always put the headlines out. Uh,
Yeah.
but the thing is, like, and then the whole thing I've heard is like, well, that didn't really affect him getting out of the way of the left hook, right?
Yeah.
The thing is, let's just say that Ryan's not on it, and this is a complete hypothetical and everything like that. Like, if he wasn't on it, maybe Haney don't get affected by those punches as much. My whole point in this is I want to see it in an even playing field 100%.
Yeah. Because
If
Haney
there's
was touching up Brian a bit. I'm not gonna lie.
no, I mean, I had it actually a pretty close fight because at the end of the day, you have to score fights by rounds. People don't know how to score fights,
Yeah.
and I gave Ryan the first round, and then from like 2 to 6, Ryan really didn't do anything. And then so that's 4 rounds for Haney right there. Haney gets put down 3 times, and then in almost any round that he's not putting Devin down, he's not really doing anything. So like even if
Yeah.
someone gets knocked down three times in a fight, it doesn't automatically mean they lost. Now, do I think Ryan beat him? Yes, I do. But it was a lot closer. Like and like I get it. He got put on his ass. He got his ass whooped. You know.
Yeah.
But there's just more to it than what. And like really, at the end of the day, what it is people hate Devin Haney so much, and they want to see him lose. He's kind of got that little bit of Floyd-esque to him, where people want to see him lose.
Yeah.
That it doesn't matter at the end of the day. They're like, oh well, fuck it, he lost. Who cares? But if this happened to any other fighter, like a likable fighter, let's say that Ryan did this to Lomachenko, we would be hearing a whole lot of a different tune on this whole
Oh
thing.
yeah.
And it's just, speaking of the Lomachenko thing, like he, Haney was already hated because of that. I thought it was a dude. That's one of my favorite fights of the last probably 5 to 6 years, and I can't even enjoy it because people shit on it so much because of the decisions. Close fights aren't robberies.
Yeah. No, I thought Haney won that fight because I was actually watching it, but
That's how
a
I
lot of my
had it.
family were like
I had it because of that
big
fight
Loma
a lot.
fans.
I've watched that fight probably 30 times. Like I love that fight. It's great. It's high level on both ends. And
Yeah.
the last few times I've watched it, I've had Haney winning 8-4. And people just don't understand how to score rounds. They just think that if someone dominates for 4 rounds, for 4 of those rounds, and they get the shit, they're kicking the shit out of somebody for 4 rounds, they won the fight. And that's just not how you score boxing.
Yeah.
I didn't know this. Have you done any amateur fights or anything?
This August.
Okay, yeah, yeah. I knew you had one coming up. But so I was watching amateur fights here in Arkansas, right? And man, like we were watching this guy, and he knocked down his opponent 3 times in 3 separate rounds. It was a 3 round fight, and they bring the cards up and everything like that. And the guy who got knocked down in the 3 separate rounds won the fight,
Fuck.
right? So he got knocked down in rounds 1, 2, and 3. And I walked up to one of the judges afterwards, or I mean, one of the coaches. I was like, "How in the hell did he get that fight?" He's like, "Well, they basically in the amateurs they don't even care about knockdowns. Like it's basically like it didn't happen."
Yeah.
So they thought that the guy that got knocked down was more active and everything in all 3 of the rounds. And
Yeah.
like to
That's
me, that's insane.
yeah. It's the amateur world's fucked up. I don't look forward to it at all. I just see it as like hard sparring. That's pretty much what it is with 12 ounce
How long do you
gloves.
plan on doing your amateur stuff?
I plan on doing it for probably a year or two.
Mm-hmm. There's
I'm
nothing
trying
wrong
to
with
play it smart.
your amateur experience. It's just a different type of thing too, though. Like I don't ever judge anybody off of their amateur background if it was negative. I mean,
Yeah, some of the best fighters started off of like 4 losses in a row.
yeah, and that's really what it gets down to. Is like it's just a completely different sport when you look at it because it's just scored different. There's different game plans. People know. I mean, like it's not as strict on who's judging what. It's not as, yeah, but and then we still have robberies and everything in pro boxing. Like, I mean, we got people that have no business judging that should be judging. But you could take the approach that I have a friend who says that, you know, if you don't like robberies in boxing, then go knock the motherfucker out.
Yeah,
You got to worry about it. You know.
yeah, I've been told that too.
Do you know who your opponent is yet?
No, I have to sign up for a local fight show, and then I would find out. But until then, it's like completely random. But from what I've been hearing, everyone that tells me, they're like, you might not even find an opponent because there's no one your weight around your age or just in general. It's hard to find heavy fighters. Everyone's like 135, 140 now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely went down as far because all of your big guys and everything, they're going to play football, they're going to go play basketball, they're going to play, you know, all these other sports.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like a lot of people don't realize how much money is in boxing at the end of the day. But it's hard to get to that point though, where you're making a consistent, like, you know, uh, a consistent lot of money. And it's
Yes.
probably a higher percentage of a chance, to be honest with you, too, than like I mean, like if more people got into boxing, like think about how like 1% of high school athletes go on to play college ball, 1% of those go on to play pro. Like you, I just wish boxing was what it was years ago. Everybody was a fighter, dude. There's so many people I know that had no business that I know can't fight that were trying to box. Like the rednecks around here and everything in Arkansas, dude. I mean, it was insane. Like random
Oof.
factory workers have like a, you know, a 3-2 record. You know,
Yeah, I hear how easy it is for anyone to go pro. It's really annoying.
I mean, but it gets you more fights though at the end of the day too. I just love boxing in the sense like I can watch any fight and be fine with it. You know, I just want more of it, and that's why I like with the Zuffa. So like, what do you think about the Zuffa boxing?
At first, I hated it because Dana White. I
Mm-hmm.
thought it was gonna be like bad, but I started talking to my coaches about it because we have a lot of fighters that signed with Zuffa, and I was like, why are we going with Zuffa? Like, what's up with that?" And my coach told me it was like they right now they're paying our fighters more than Top Rank, than Golden Boy. Like they're paying out the most for these up and coming fighters. I was like, oh shit, I didn't know that. I thought it'd be the opposite because it's Dana White. So that kind of like gave my interest in it. I was like, okay, I'll give it a chance.
Mm-hmm. I think their matchmaking is really good, man. If you look at it, they're making
Dude.
even fights. I don't like seeing these fights that like you know who's gonna win like
Yeah,
100%.
I'll give them that. They are putting out good fights. A lot of their cards, almost every fight ends in a knockout. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, and man, like, so do you do you know any of the like? So what's the comparison? Do you know any numbers of like how much more these fighters are getting paid on Zuffa compared to what they were on Golden Boy and everything?
That I do not know because they wouldn't tell me.
Yeah,
But
I didn't either.
but he did say it was like a significant amount more. So I'm only gonna assume like probably 10 to 20 grand more because these fighters are still like new. They're not gonna get paid 100,000.
Well, like how much, if you don't mind me asking, so how much would someone that was like, let's say they're 2-0 and they're fighting on a Golden Boy card, like your typical 2-0 fighter that's kind of coming up, how much would you say they're getting paid, like before taxes, before everything, like paying off trainers, everything like that? Would you guess?
I'd probably say around like 10 to 15,000.
That's probably what I would have guessed too. I mean, it definitely depends on the promotion and everything too. Like I feel like Golden Boys definitely got a lot of prospects and everything, like, and they have a lot of events too. And
Yeah.
it's not as big of a promotion as something like a match room or anything like that. It's not as like high end, like pretty much all of match rooms fighters. They're putting like everything into them. They don't have as much of a roster, I don't think.
Mm.
Who would you want to fight for if you were on if you get to choose your promotion
I would want to sign with Turk
with the Turkmeister?
because my like My dream within boxing is to get that Ring magazine belt. That shit is gorgeous. I feel like that's the only belt that's like that stands out that like really matters.
You don't want to go fight for the Rainbow Commonwealth belt in the in the UK. They have some
No,
crazy belts, man.
yeah, I'll pass on the UK.
I mean, you could go over there and be a sensation though. I mean, every now and then you'll get a fighter that's loved in other countries. You know,
Yeah, probably get jumped walking out the venue though. Like you fucked up our hometown hero.
yeah, maybe down at the pub. Uh, yeah, man. I mean, I really like the Zuffa stuff, and I think it's a lot of I think a lot of it is like all these other promotions and everything are trying to push people. They're trying to make it a narrative that Zuffa boxing is like bad for boxing, and I don't really see that.
Yeah, no, I'm starting not to see that at all.
I think they're but when you have people like Max Kellerman pushing it the way that they do, I can kind of see why people are like hesitant with it. They're like it's almost like the Max is trying to like upsell it to where he's trying to act like it's already the best thing in boxing, and it's really good because it's new, right? Like I mean, and it's showing a lot of promise, but we've only even we've seen a year of it.
Yeah,
Like I mean, and I'm gonna kick myself in the ass, but I had an opportunity to go to the first Zuffa event because I went to the Raymond Murray's Hall and Andy Cruz card, and I had an opportunity to go to it, and I didn't go.
damn, bro, it would have been
And that
history.
really, that may be a big deal 30 years from now. Zuffa may be like the main thing in boxing, and I missed the first event.
It's gonna sit on your mind forever.
Yeah. Well, hopefully, man. Hopefully, I can get out there and start covering these fights and everything. And then, if you have fights and everything, pro fights, I'll try my best to come out there and cover you and get you some
That-
exposure and everything. I'm all for getting young, talented guys the exposure that they need and everything because that's the problem with a lot of these guys. They're just not big enough names.
Yeah, no, that'd be sick, dude. You should make a like an Instagram account for this and like post clips of the live streams.
Well, that's something I was planning on doing too. Uh, I'm kind of just going with this right now, testing the waters a little bit, and then I'm gonna expand from this though. This is just more of like me seeing if I can even do this full time. You know, uh, yeah. Because there for a little
Mhm.
bit, I had a baby 11 months ago, and I didn't have no time on my hands
Nah, I feel you.
up until the last couple months.
Mm. Where's third at?
Let me give him a call real quick. He might be off because he can definitely get this going. Like I'm just kind of like trying to have a formal interview with you right now, but he can get some takes in here.
Yeah, he's gonna yap it up.
I know he'll be off tomorrow and Sunday, so he'll be in here for the other streams. He hasn't been in one of my streams yet. He's like the one that's like really helping me out with this and everything.
Mm.
He didn't. I figure he's probably about to get off work. Oh, I think my brother might get on real quick.
All right.
Yeah, that's the plan. I just want to be more organized with this stuff, and once we have more people, it'll be easier. And I wish the people from the Box Hawks would get on here like they said they're going to, because it would make things so much better and easier on me. Like I'm having to kind of just yeah, my brother's cooked.
Have you tried TikTok live?
No, I haven't done anything except for YouTube. But I mean, I'm doing good, man. Like I mean, I've got like close to 100,000 views and everything in total, like on my shorts and everything. And it's the long form videos that are kicking my ass. It takes so much effort, and I'm kind of a perfectionist when it comes to it. Like I mean, I really try to make them like high quality and everything, and it stresses me the hell out.
I know I had that issue when I would post content. I would put so much effort into a video just for it to peak at like 2,000, and then I would
Mm-hmm.
post a dumbass video and it hit like a million. I'm like, okay, so
Yeah,
annoying.
no, I mean you've got it figured out, dude. With as far, I mean you know how to make shit go viral.
Yeah,
My brother said, "Give me Keyshawn. Y'all know how big I am on him." Yeah, dude. I mean, this is a close ass fight. This is a close ass fight. Uh, did you actually get a chance to go back and watch the Bruno Rios fight?
I did not.
Dude, he looked good. He got put down in round two, and I was kind of sweating it for a second, but he got up. And I mean, dude, that guy he was fighting, Saul Sanchez, he's dog.
Yeah, anyone named Sanchez is a dog, man.
Yeah,
Those guys are
79 had
killers.
one kind of go viral. He posted a short. He said, I posted a short of me making a white Russian with my baby mama's titty milk, and it got 5K views. But I posted a video of me predicting Crawford schooling Canelo, and it got like 25 views. I feel your pain, dude.
It'd be like the
What happened though? You haven't really been posting a bunch of stuff like that anymore. Like you were going crazy there for a little bit, and you kind of
it's because I started locking in on like actually like training because my fight is definitely getting closer day by day.
yeah.
And I've just been focusing on losing the weight, and I haven't really been recording anything in the gym.
Hmm. No, I get that, dude. Lock in, like, dude, like, hey, we're all behind you in the Boxholics chat and everything. So
Yeah, I appreciate that. I've already lost like 7 pounds so far, so I'm doing good.
oh yeah,
And
dude. Since I started,
sparring's
I
been
got
fucking crazy.
me and my brother are getting the pro fighter ready for his fight. He's gonna be fighting in Oklahoma on Hot Sauce Henderson's card, and his name's Tim Amerson. Good fighter, good fighter. But man, dude, he beat my ass the other day. Dude, I thought for sure my nose was just freaking like a river of blows coming out of my nose. But and then I think 79 got his lip split the other day by him too. But
Damn.
he's tough, man. He's 168 pounds. I think he's fighting at 175, but we weigh the same right now. And yeah, dude, he's good. He's good. I mean, I haven't had like so like I sparred in Japan for a couple years, like on and off. I got my working over there, but I didn't have anybody really teaching me anything. And dude, y'all are so hard on third. Like third's never had any training thing. Like he's just fighting because he just wants to fight and everything. And that's how I started. Like I mean, I was just imitating and everything like that. And then when you get in the real gym and everything, and you learn stuff, and stuff changes. Like you get better. You can't knock the hustle, man.
No, I was the same way, but third be pushing it sometimes because we tell them we're like, hey man, like focus on fundamentals before you start doing all the fancy
Hmm.
shit.
Well, you get in the sense too when you watch these talented guys and everything. You try to imitate what they do, and then you realize, like, damn, dude, this dude just gifted. Like, they can get away with stuff that I can't. And
Yeah.
that's what I've kind of had to accept. Like, I used to want to fight like Roy Jones and everything, and no one can fight like Roy Jones. No one can.
Mm.
I was giving Tim good work, and he split my lip open with his stone-like construction worker punches. Yeah, I know how it is, man. He beat my ass the other day. Is there anybody that you sparred that you'd say that like like hey, you need to look out for this guy, or like who's the best person you've ever sparred? I'll just ask that.
Misael Rodriguez.
Messiel Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Is he like an up and coming guy?
Yeah, he's a RGBA fighter. He won a Olympics bronze in Mexico for Mexico in boxing.
Oh, so he's coming up from Mexico to come up there and to RGBA and spar.
No, he's
My
I
brother
think he
knows who
lives
he is.
in.
Yeah. Holy shit, you sparred Chino,
Yeah, Chino. Yeah, you know who he is.
bro. You know Chino?
Yeah,
Yeah, he beat Austin. Oh, that's the guy, dude. I know who that is. I guess I've only
Yeah,
heard him be called Chino,
I think he lost his last fight, but the fight before the his most recent fight, I sparred him for that fight, and
and he's cold.
he's good, dude. He's fucking huge for what he fights at.
Yeah, he beat the shit out of Austin Deanda. Cats beat him. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that was his last fight.
I heard that fight was a close one though.
I don't remember a lot about it. I know he lost it though, like you're saying.
Yeah, because I would go in the comments for every post, and I would just see people be like, "Robbery, robbery," and I'm like,
You get that a
maybe it
lot.
was a close fight.
You get that a lot, and like especially in your low level fights, you see a lot of robbery comments from family members and stuff too.
That's true.
Yeah, Chino won the second half of the fight after getting worked big time in the first. How many rounds was it though? That's that dude. I don't know your opinion. I want to hear your opinion on like these 4 round fights and everything, like 4 to 8 round fights. Like, what do you think is like a perfect number for a guy that's coming up and he's getting work in like early in his career, and he's not wanting to get robbed in these fights, right? Because like my defense on this is like a 4 round fight, like you can get robbed easy in these 4 round fights because
Yeah,
there's just not enough time. Like someone
for
like
up and
Deontay.
coming fighter, I would say 6 rounds is like good
Yeah,
because 12 is a lot, dude.
yeah, 12. Yeah, yeah. No, I can go right now. I'm not in shape, and I can spar like 5 rounds going like 70%. Like, I mean, I know how it is, dude. It's tough. 3 minutes is the
Yeah,
longest fucking time in the world when you're in the ring.
no, yeah, for sure.
79 scored at 6-4 Cats. He made a video of him drunk telling a guy on YouTube he didn't know shit about boxing because he picked the end over Chino. Yeah, it was John. It was Johnny. Yeah, in 79, he started wars and everything. He was a low level YouTube channel, like as far as subscriber count and everything. And he was making some noise, man. He was calling out these big guys and everything.
Oof, hold on, someone's knocking on my door.
Okay.
Hold up. All right, I'm back.
Okay. Uh,
Oof.
so what does Chino fight at though? Chino's like a 175.
No, I think he's a 160, 150.
See that little? I thought Deenda was bigger than that. I was thinking Deenda. He's not little. Yeah, he might be around that. Yeah, man. I mean, so him, and then is there anybody else you would say that's like around? Like, I mean, how many people do you have in RGBA that's around your weight?
None.
None.
No, there's no heavyweights there. There's only freaking Misael's like the biggest one. Everyone else is 135 and smaller.
If you're in a war, it's hard to go more than three, man. But if you control yourself, it's a lot to use your pace. Well, yeah, but it also depends on what the guy in front of you is doing too.
Yeah, if the guy's just chasing you down like Pitbull Cruz all the time, oh my god.
What did you think of the Roach and Pitbull fight? How did you score that?
Dude, when he rocked Roach, I was screaming. That fight was interesting. That was like a Tank versus Pitbull part two in my eyes.
I thought Roach pulled it out. I mean, I thought that he actually won it. Like, I mean, like, I mean, I had it clear for Roach, but I mean, there was a lot of people upset about that fight. I mean, I guess you could watch that fight different ways, but they were kind of applauding Pitbull's like ability to box and everything like that. And I thought it was, I didn't think it looked very good.
Yeah, no.
And I mean, really, what I think it is when you see a guy like Pitbull Cruz and the way he fights, he always fights the same way. He's got his head down, he's coming forward, he's just putting all the pressure on you. When you see something new from a fighter, you think that they got more in their bag than they actually do, in a sense. Like basically, even if it doesn't look very good, it's new to your eyes, so you're thinking, oh, he can do this, but you're not really like analyzing how good it is. So I
Yeah,
think
yeah, I get what you mean. Pitbull, he's he's definitely not one dimensional because I've seen a lot of slow mo clips of him versus Tank, and this dude, he knows what he's doing. He's not just tanking
oh
punches. He
no,
like
I'm not saying
feed
he's great.
blocks.
Dude, Pitbull's a good fighter. I mean, dude, he beat Rolly Romero, and I mean, a lot of people don't think much of Rolly Romero, but I think Rolly pretty solid. I mean, I picked.
Yeah,
I mean, I won some money off him on Ryan, and people thought I was nuts for that.
nah, nah. Same. In I was watching at my cousin's house, and I've been watching a lot of their sparring clips, and I was like, yeah, he's gonna catch Ryan with the same shit in sparring, and he ended up doing it. I was like, dude,
Well, he played it safe too. I mean, he was defensively responsible. I mean, I think he really laid out. I mean, if you're just if the thing with the Devin Haney fight is Devin tried to go in there and fight like somebody that he's not. He's not a KO guy. He's not going to go in there and whoop somebody's ass off of putting him out for the most part. I mean, like yeah, he's done it like a couple times against Antonio Moran and everything like that, but that was a long time ago. Like you got to do what you got to like. You don't have to please everybody. If
yeah,
you're not that type of fighter, you're not that type of fighter.
I
What do you
agree.
think of To and Rolly?
I feel like it's gonna be a crazy fight, man. But I feel like Rolly's gonna pull it off.
You do? I mean, they're friends, so that's something to
Yeah,
think about. I mean, they're really good friends. I don't really know what to think, but I'm gonna have to break down it all because, like, I've thought a lot of Tio Lopez in the past just off of how he's looked at times in certain fights, and then certain fights you watch him and you're like, this is not the same guy.
yeah, no. I feel like Teal's on a little bit of a fall right now, if I'm being honest.
I hope not. I really hope not.
It's just
Yeah, let's do this. Fuck it. Um, Roach is fighting William Zepeda also. What do you think about that?
I was about to say, didn't they already fight? But that was Shakur. That's gonna be a crazy fight too. That's gonna be a really good one.
The odds are close.
Yeah, I see it being a close fight, but I know Roach is gonna pull it off somehow. He's smart.
Well, it's also too. I mean, he's came off of two draws in a row, which is unheard of. There's no way it's going to be another draw. It's not happening
That would suck.
in a fight that he probably should have beat Tank. I don't know how you scored it. He probably should have beat Tank.
He should have. Legally, that was a knockdown, as much as it wasn't.
Well, really, I mean, I don't know how much you know about this too, but it should have been a DQ
It should have.
because when a when your corner steps up on the apron, it's immediately a DQ. Like
I
it's
didn't know
automatic.
that.
Yeah. So it's Tank got gifted that night for sure. And like there's a lot of people that say like, oh, I want Tank Davis back in boxing and everything like that. He's good for boxing, but like at the end of the day, I'm not going to lose any sleep if Tank Davis don't ever fight again.
Yeah, I lost. I got off the Tank train after the Roach fight.
I mean,
He's
he's
like
good.
he doesn't take it serious.
Yeah, I mean, like at the end of the day, I mean, y'all know. I mean, you know how it is. I mean, you take this shit serious and everything, and then you got a guy in that position, obviously not taking it serious, and it really kind of like irks you, right? I mean,
Yeah, it's
he's one of the
I
biggest
don't
names
know.
in boxing, and he's doing this. He's not fighting, and then he's just handling everything the wrong way, and then he's got all this stuff going on outside of the ring and everything. It's just, I don't know. I mean, he just fell apart in my eyes.
Yeah, he made way too much money.
That could be it too. That could be one of the things that really sent his career down the wrong path and everything. But
Yeah,
his out of the ring issues and everything too probably are a big part of it.
I've seen he's training with the Benavides now. He's if he takes it serious, he's gonna be like a big problem again.
Yeah, I mean, I figured that was coming too because he did fight. him and Benavidez fought on the same card a while
Yeah, I was
back.
there for that one.
You were there for that one?
Yeah, at the MGM Grand.
Yeah,
I,
yeah, I
I
was
think
there.
it was. It was a pretty small venue.
I stayed in the hotel there not that long ago. So where's RGBA at? Is it in California?
Yeah, it's in California. I'd say 40 minutes away from downtown LA in a city called Moreno Valley.
Moreno Valley. Okay, and that's where you're originally from. I mean, I ain't trying to put out your business or anything like that, but
No, I'm from Orange County. It's like an hour from LA.
okay. So you're like 20 minutes away from RGBA.
Yeah.
Okay. How did you So how did you get in with RGBA? Like, did you just sign up and then started there, or what?
When I first moved over here to Riverside, I was trying to search for a gym because I was trained back where I used to live. So I was just looking around at certain gyms, and I was searching for RGBA. I couldn't find it because at the time they were at a their gym was at a house, but it was like
Mm,
a warehouse, a big ass garage. So I went there. I walked in. I didn't feel welcomed at all. Everyone looked mean. Everyone was like mean mugging me.
mm.
So
That's
I
the type
like,
of environment I feel like that Robert wants, though. You know, because
yeah,
Robert's pretty intense, man.
he is. But I told my uncle because he pays for me to train, and I told him I was like, I don't want to train here. Like I don't feel welcomed at all. So I went to another gym down the street. These black people, I felt welcome there. I trained with them for a bit, and then I felt like I wasn't learning nothing with them. So I was like, fuck it, let's just go to Robert's gym. So I went there. Oh my god, dude! I've never trained so hard in my life. They work you to death, dude.
Well, I mean, did you feel like that there was just a big knowledge gap too? Did you feel like you just learned way more with Robert?
Yeah. And then I started learning more about Robert, all these like champions he had. And I was like, oh shit, this dude's like legit, legit. Cause I knew he was popular, but I didn't know he was like that big.
Yeah,
So I just
Robert's
kept,
known as one of the best trainers in the world, dude. I mean, you got a good opportunity.
I know. And I'm glad I stayed because now I've built a relationship with them. I got all their numbers. I talk to them. I get good sparring for free. Like I have it, I have it pretty good right now.
Yeah, I mean, you're still a kid, man. I mean, like like I mean, you're like I mean, I don't know like if you're full grown or whatever, but I mean, you're probably I mean, you're not even a man yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, you, I'm sure you're gonna have a lot of potential and everything, and you're in with the right people. You got a good mindset and everything. I think you're gonna do pretty good things.
Yeah, I hope so. As of right now, as humble as I can say this, like there's nobody because we train in classes. Sometimes I'll train in the morning with all the other like the pros and shit.
Mm,
But most of the time I train at like during the daytime with the amateurs and shit.
mm-hmm.
But I can't be touched in sparring at all, dude. It's like as humble as I can say that, it's like I don't know, the training is paying off hella, but I know I got hella potential because these guys are
I mean,
too
you
slow
have
for
to have
me.
a little bit of arrogance as a fighter, man. You got to be thinking like, yeah, I can beat anybody. And I mean that's a good mindset to have. You just can't be delusional. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm aware there's always someone bigger and better than me, but as of right now, there's nobody. Like they'd put me against smaller guys because they're faster,
Mm,
but my jab would still connect faster than they would on me, and it's like I
intimidating.
try so hard not to let it get to me, dude, but it's fucking
Well,
crazy.
these pro level jabs and everything, man, dude. When you get in there with someone who's really got their jab figured out, it is a fucking bad time when you're in
It
my
is.
division. Like, I cannot get out of the way of this dude's jab.
Yeah, I practice it. The jab I practice the most. I love the jab so much.
Yeah, I got to
Different
get back.
ways.
I don't know. I mean, I'm a late starter and everything like that too, as far as like getting formal training and everything. Like I've had a lot of rounds and like I fought some good people, but yeah, I'm just like for my age, I'm way too far behind.
Just spar, man. Spar. Getting your ass beat is how you learn faster. That's how
Yeah.
I got better.
Is
Just
there any
sparred the same guy.
is there anybody that so is there a known guy that like would you say that like kind of took you to school in sparring?
Yeah. He's not known, but I've sent him to in the group chat. The dude that third's like, oh, he's nice. His name is Ramses Vargas.
Ramses Vargas. Yeah, that's right. I remember you sending that in.
Yeah, the curly head dude. He
He
was
he
actually the first pro I sparred. He's fucking. Oh my god. I landed good shots on him. I was trash at the time too, but as of right now, he's gotten way better.
Yeah, and that's something too, man. I mean, like you're thinking that you're already like at this point where you're like, man, nobody can touch me, but you may not even reach to like half of what you can be. Like I was saying, like you're not even fully a man yet.
Yeah, no, I know I'm not at my peak yet. I'm still pretty fat. I got a good gas tank. I don't get tired. I've been hitting that sprint bike daily. But but yeah, I know I got a lot of room for improvement and I can't wait to see it.
Everybody does. Everybody does. It's the ones that think that they've already got it all figured out that end up getting put out. That end
Yeah,
up
no.
on the decline and everything. There's always opportunities too if you find some guy too. I mean, I remember you telling me that Raymond Murtala, like he doesn't necessarily train with RGBA all the time. Like he's like with his is it his uncle or his dad or something?
His dad.
His dad, yeah. And I met dude, his family are the nicest people I ever met in my entire life. Like I picked against Raymond, and I was telling him about it and everything. I was just like, man, I'm just not seeing, like I think Andy's just gonna be able to edge it out. And they were super nice with me and everything, and they were telling me, like, bro, you better go put your money on Raymond, And then they told me the same thing that you did. They're like, yeah, man, he's been training in his dad's garage in the backyard and everything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's there's two people in the gym that our coaches tell us that like you don't want to spar because they'll fuck you up.
mm,
One of them's Raymond, the other one is Chop Chop Gonzalez,
that's
the other
right.
dude I sent.
Dude, he looked good the other day.
Yeah, those two are the people that will like fuck you up over Bam or anyone else in that RGBA stable. These guys
Were
are
they
will
just
fuck
mean
you
as
up in sparring.
were they just mean as hell?
No, they take sparring like super serious. They'll give you that like Floyd Mayweather doghouse treatment.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, these guys will fucking they'll push you. All the
dude.
other guys they'll work with you, but these guys will
You were
fuck you
telling me
up.
at the weigh-in, like I'm a big believer, and I'm a big believer in looking at the weigh-ins and everything before fights because I think it is a big deal seeing how somebody looks. And I remember you telling me, you're like, dude, Raymond has been training his ass off. He looks good and everything. And I remember seeing him there at the weigh-in, and seeing him standing right there next to Andy. And I called my brother after the weigh-in. I was like, hey, I'm thinking about flipping my bet because Raymond looks fucking crazy right now,
Yeah, dude.
crazy in shape and everything. And then he's like, well, just go with your gut. And then I didn't change my bet.
Yeah, these guys we have a doctor that trains the strength and conditioning, and he has a specific like training regimen for each fighter, like built for them on how their body is. These guys work fucking crazy, dude. Like we have some like Robert puts all his money to help his fighters instead of like being all flashy, like, oh, I'm that rich trainer or some shit. He invests into everyone at the gym, and dude, that's why I say the shit I say in the group chat. Like, dude, we like cannot be beaten right now because these guys are fucking
I mean,
crazy.
y'all are really making that a truth, man. Because I mean, I don't see y'all's fighters struggle a lot even at this point.
I know it's
Y'all are
crazy, dude.
showing ass in a lot of these events. But
Uh,
yeah, like if you can, but that's kind of what I was getting at. I mean, like if you could find someone even that would train with you outside of RGBA and everything, like how Raymond has his dad or whatever. If you could find someone like, like I see, like, do you know who Paul Spatafor is? He's from Vegas now, I think. He trains people in his garage and everything. Paul Spatafor is known for having a really intense sparring session with Floyd Mayweather. A lot of people say he beat Floyd in sparring, but sparring.
yeah,
But yeah, I mean, dude, if you could find someone like that too, just yeah, like that. That's the problem where I live at, dude. They're just not boxing, just not that big here, and you're in a good area for it.
I know. I'm in like the main area where all the big gyms are at, aside from Vegas.
Like, I mean, we have a couple people around from where I'm at. There's a guy that fought Jamel Charlo. You know, we don't go to that gym, but we're thinking about getting some training from him and everything. He's from Vegas, but yeah, dude, you're in a good position. You got good people around you, and you've got people that you've already seen that have made it. That's a big
Yeah.
thing too. Like I get it. Like people got to be hungry and everything like that, and like, but when you see somebody that's already made it like that, you think I can do that too, and it pushes you even harder.
No, yeah, dude, it definitely motivates me. Like when I trained with Bam that one time, there would be times where I like get tired. I'm like, fuck, dude, I just want to take a break. And then I just see him like going with ease. And I'm like, dude, I could be like that. Like we're doing the same workouts. Like I just need to keep going. And that motivates me a lot.
I have a hot take that some people don't agree with, dude, but I think that Bam might be the best fighter in the world right now. Like legit.
I would put him, like current fighters, I would put him and Shakur at the top. I wouldn't even rank them. I would just put them both at the top. They're really,
See
really good.
what? Why? I'm not saying you're wrong. Everybody can have their opinions and everything like that, but why do you put Shakur at the top? Is it just off the eye test?
Uh, Pretty much. Shakur, his distance and reaction time is crazy,
Mm-hmm.
and he's very accurate. I just love defensive fighters.
Yeah, I really agree. And that's uncommon for your weight class too. There's not a lot of like defensively known guys that are in the upper weight classes. Like it's usually they got crazy knockout power, or they're really tough or whatever. They take a lot of punches. But dude, if you can be a defensive fighter at your weight class, it'd be a problem. A lot of people don't have that kind of those kind of attributes.
I know that's what I work on the
And you're
most. I don't
extremely
really
quick.
work on it.
That that's something I've noticed about you too. For being someone who's going to fight at cruiserweight, dude, you're extremely quick for someone at that weight.
I know. I try not to let my ego get in that too,
Oh,
because that's all I hear at the gym is like, dude, for your weight, your jab is fast, and I'm like, I
explosive,
know.
and I think your shot selection's good and everything, dude. If you can get your defense like airtight, man, you'd be a problem, 100%.
No, that's what I'm working on. I'm practicing everything I suck at right now. Switch hitting, I've been trying that in sparring. It's been working out for me, man. But I'm still focusing on mastering orthodox.
Yeah, I've tried to do that as well, and it's just not, dude. I'm just not at the level of y'all. Like I'm just not there yet. Like I mean, I can hold my own, but like I think my problem is just my gas tank, bro. It's just not good.
Just hit that sprint bike, man. That shit, you don't need a run if you do that. I love that bike so much.
Yeah, you're on it all the time. How do you see? Okay, so one thing I was gonna get into about Shakur is like my thing is with Shakur. Shakur is definitely a pound for pound fighter. Um,
Mhm.
my thing is I don't know, like, and I can understand, like, I put Shakur at like number 6 on my pound for pound list right now, and the reason why is I just don't. He's either 5 or 6, and the reason is like just to me it's the resume, and I'm not saying his resume is bad, but is it really like a number one pound for pound type of resume?
No, no, yeah, you're right. Resume, hell no. But I'm just going based off like what I see in skill, because I don't see any fighters fighting like him right now.
So like what? So when you make a pound for pound list, and this is something third would be all for this, the pound for pound list and everything like that. But like when you make your pound for pound list, like I mean, what does it go off of? Some people say it's this, and I don't agree with this at all. And they say it's like if basically if Bam was a heavyweight, would he beat Usyk? Like I don't understand that.
Me neither. I hate saying that shit like that.
Like would he beat Benavidez if he was the same size Benavidez? Like to me, and this is kind of like a custom way of how I've done it, and some people would do it different. To me, it's how much you dominate the weight class you're in, and how much you would dominate the weight class below you and the weight class above you. Because realistically, like you're never gonna fight, you know, 8 divisions up.
Yeah,
Like and like that's the reason I put Bam so high is because Bam, like for what he's done at the divisions that he's been at, dude, he's fucking obliterated everybody.
I know.
And I have been saying it for a couple of years and everything like that. I picked Nakatani to beat Inoue, and the reason is, you know, I had been saying forever, like if there's going to be anybody that beats Inoue, Nakatani's the only one that's got a chance. Well, now that Bam, the last couple of years, has been doing what he's doing, dude, I think he's got a legit chance. I'm picking Bam to beat him right now as it stands. And I know that some people would say I'm nuts and everything like that, but like
Mm.
I see this fight like, dude, I I just think Bam can beat him at the end of the day. And really, is it me searching for someone that can beat in a way a little bit, maybe? But I'm just going off of what I see, bro. Bam, something different.
Yeah, Bam will get touched up like in the beginning, but he adapts pretty fast, dude.
Well,
He'll
that's
figure
the
it
thing
out.
too. He's a lot like in a way in the sense like Bam's been put down before, but and people use that as like, oh, he got put down. Well, he got up and he knocked the motherfucker out. So who cares? I want to see
Yeah,
how you adapt and how you respond to things. To me, that shows how good of a like how great of a fighter someone can be. Like when Abdullah Mason got put down by Vasquez 2 times. Well, it doesn't really matter because he got up and he knocked the motherfucker out.
yeah,
That kid, man, Abdullah Mason, man, he's fun to watch.
he is.
Man, and he's still so young, dude. He's barely older than you.
I know. I hate seeing people like near my age like be at where I want to be. I'm like, fuck, man, I should have boxed earlier, but everything
When did
happens
you
for a
start?
reason.
What age did you start?
I started boxing when I was 6, so around like 13 years now.
So you had more. Okay, I thought you went into RGBA with like no experience. So this changes things a little bit. See, this is where like because I eventually like if my son wants to get into boxing, I was going to start him at around 6, and not sparring or anything like that, but just working with him and everything. And that's really the main reason I'm in the sport at all is to just kind of get if he wants to do it, I want to give him the best guidance and everything that I can.
Yeah,
And I feel like that, because I wasn't allowed to box. My mom wouldn't let me box, which is unfortunate because that I told my dad, dude, I would quit everything to box. Like, just let me fight. And my dad was all for it, but my mom was like, nah. So I had to wait till I was 18, and then I started, and then I went to the Navy and everything, and then I got to fight over there, and then now I'm here.
mm, yeah.
Let me fucking call this dude one more time, and if not, then we'll just end it because we're over an hour right now. I'm gonna call third one more time.
All
See if
right.
we can get a couple of quick takes. Yeah. And I'm sorry if I'm not very good at this interviewing stuff, man. I'm just like kind of getting used to it and everything. I hope I'm not like boring as hell.
Nah, you're pretty good, dude. You're like pretty quick with the questions.
I'm kind of like ADHD over the shit. This is all I think about, dude. It's fucking boxing. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna answer. So do you know where your fight's gonna be at?
Definitely local for sure. In the Riverside area.
Okay. Well, like I said, man, like if you want me to, I will promote the shit out of you on my page and everything.
I appreciate that, man. I'll let y'all know when it's like a for
I'll
sure
live
lineup.
stream it if I can. I'll do anything. I'll do anything to help you out, dude.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
You should fight Federico Pacheco. I don't know if he'd take it, bro. I don't know if
Wait,
he'd
what'd
take
you
the
say?
fight.
What'd you say? What'd you say?
I said I don't know if he would take that fight.
Who?
Federico. I don't know if he'd take that fight.
Who's that?
Federico Pacheco.
Oh my god.
Uh, the Pacheco, man, dude, he's got to fight Shiraz. Like it's time, you know. like we can't keep fighting you know. But then there's guys at 168, like probably my favorite fighter right now, Raiko Santana. He wouldn't want nothing to do with him. I mean, Raiko Santana put down Lester Martinez 2 times to the body. He beat Steven Nelson, a guy that Pacheco couldn't put out. He beat Steven Nelson in a round.
Damn.
You're gonna learn too is like you go up the ranks and everything like that. There's gonna be people that are avoiding the shit out of you.
Yeah.
But it is yes 12:17 where I'm at. I'm in Central Time Zone. But I appreciate you coming on, man. We'll have more people on and everything. This was just kind of I didn't know if I was gonna get to go live tonight and everything, but get third on here. We'll get some people in here. Hopefully more of them in the future.
All right, man.
But all right, man. I'll talk to you later. It was good talking to you.
All right, yes, thank you for this. Good
Yeah.
talking to you.